Yo, welcome to the B-L-E-R-D Empire. B-L-E-R-D Empire. Cause I'm a Blerd, he a Blerd, she a Blerd. What? I'm a Blerd, he a Blerd, she a Blerd. The B-L-E-R-D Empire.
Okay.
Ow.
Wow. Wow. I like that one.
Yeah.
That was great. Hey guys, welcome to Blerd Empire. Sup? You're listening to episode 5.
Oh, you watching it? You watching it or you listening?
You're listening and watching because we got cameras
we got cameras, man.
We got cameras.
We use some Reflex cameras.
Yes, that is right. And the voice you're listening to at this very moment in time is Royce. That's right. Hello, everyone. I'm Royce.
What up, Royce?
Oh, God,
Hey,
I like
What up,
that.
man? You doing, Royce?
I like it. That was that quiet storm.
Royce on the
voice,
mixing
right?
board. Royce on the
I
mixing
feel like
board.
it was
Gotta hit 'em with
inspired by
some.
my rap.
Just a tad. No, you channeled that for me.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it
You're
was
welcome.
Yeah.
That really is what made
The best sound. That's really
That's what did it.
I couldn't even add any more ad libs because it was just, you
Right.
can't top that.
Exactly.
There's no top that.
Who else is here?
Well, we'll save the best for last. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, wow.
Ladies first. We are gentlemen.
Well, technically, I'm not first and I'm not last, so I really am now having a complex about who I am and where I fit in the world.
You're Aria. You're our Aria.
I am Paige Bryan. I don't know whether to look at the camera or not.
No, don't look at it. Act like it's not there.
Yeah, pretend.
We act like it's not
over
there.
it.
Pretend like.
Yeah.
I am Paige Bryan. And I'm not looking at the camera. No, I'm Paige Bryan. I am his daughter, his sister, his girlfriend.
There we go.
And your resident spitter of hot fire.
Oh,
Bam.
whoa.
There we go.
5 great rappers in the world.
That's actually important. Are we introducing our relations every episode?
I mean,
No, because it could change.
It could change.
they could
To change.
You could
This is
not
true.
be my father.
You never
tomorrow.
know. Getting that 23andMe. Yo, bam.
I'm scared to know the truth now. I feel like you're not
That
telling
was a
us
different
something.
podcast now.
Yeah. So
Turned into hi, am I your daddy?
I was like, so now bring in Maury.
Byron.
Byron L. Hopkins. I'm gonna not look at the camera either, and I'm her boyfriend. I'm his almost
Nobody.
just nothing.
Nobody.
Just nothing.
Nothing here.
Just nothing.
We're
These are
pals.
two guys that we just every once in a while they walk by and I say, hey.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
it,
much
man.
it. That's a good way to describe
That's
it.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
There is really no words.
got
It's like so
sad.
that's
You know,
That's-
until it gets to that next
let's
level.
let's it's official.
We'll
I mean,
keep it
it's
here.
nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll keep it here.
Wow. I
And
feel like
then,
I can't even hug them anymore. I just gotta shake hands and walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially all these sinus infections running around.
The what?
What is
Everybody
that?
has a
Say
sinus
what?
infection.
Oh, the
Sinus.
What?
I thought you said.
I understood it.
thought you said
See, now my level of importance just went up.
I thought you said science.
What?
I heard
infections.
science infection.
What?
'Cause
But
that was the
I
case.
heard whatever it is you meant to say because
You probably did
I
because your
still
head is
want you to
clogged
be
up
my dad.
and you didn't hear it all.
Oh, you got an early sinus infection. You didn't even know.
Man.
Yeah.
Well,
Not
let's
my
get
dad, and he gave me his disease. That's awesome.
right.
Wow.
So who is he? Who is this most important
I'm
person?
Sinbad, and you can tell I'm most important because I was in a different chair. My chair swivels.
Oh,
My chair, what?
when did he bring it in? I didn't see him bring it in.
I didn't even
My
realize
chair
that.
swivels. And I look in the camera. So what happens is I'm Sinbad. I am the daddy of all earth. I'm the father of all earth.
Of all earth.
I just did 23andMe. Everybody's my children.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
related to the
So
earth.
much child support.
Okay.
I'm related. No, I don't have to pay to anybody because I'm the father of earth. I made life available for everybody.
There's going to be a guy
Yes.
in court that's
Yes.
going to try to use that.
That's gonna say I'm the
Sinbad
father
said-
of earth.
I'm the father of earth.
It's good.
Well, that's great. That no.
Yeah.
Well,
That's also how you start a cult.
On the weekends, he's also a comedian.
right.
Yeah.
When he's not busy being the father
Father
of earth,
of
you
Many
can find
things.
Sinbad traveling the world
I'm trying to
doing
find
comedy.
conspiracy theories and trying to piece things together. I'm
Don't
trying
you
to
dare
what's not
put
real.
him in a box.
Don't put me in a box.
you
Don't put
dare.
baby in the corner.
No.
Don't put baby in the corner.
Well, possible dad at this
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
Let him know what Blerd Empire is all about.
Blerd Empire is it's a mash up, as you might say, of black nerds. I've been using Blerd for a while. I'm not saying I'm the first one, but I'm the first one I know of. And it goes back maybe 10, 15 years. I've been saying Blerd. I'm talking about coming out the closet as a nerd. So anybody that tries to challenge me on this, man, I will like smash this water bottle in your face.
Don't challenge him.
Okay.
You value your
Don't
face.
do it.
I'll fight any nerd. I'll fight any nerd.
Any nerd.
Any nerd.
Nerd throwdown.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not
Thank
challenging you.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
So yeah, man. So we do this thing. Our thing here is about talking about technology. We talk about also pop culture. We talk about movies. So it's not about just Blerd. It's talking about nerdy stuff. It's talking about everything. This week there had to be a couple good nerdy things that happened, but not just nerds watched it.
Yes.
Not just
Right.
nerds watched it.
Everybody watched
Everybody. That's when you transcend and cross
Right.
over.
All didn't deserve Endgame,
Right.
but you guys watched it.
it. Nerds started both movements.
Yes.
Right.
But
Yes.
it grew into
The rest of the folks got
everyone.
involved.
Everyone.
Yes.
Everybody watch.
The trolls. the trolls got involved.
Everybody.
The two great battles we
Yes.
speak of. One being Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
The
Amazing.
finale or endgame of a 11-year buildup.
Spoiler alert, lots of spoilers.
Yes,
Oh, all right,
yes,
no,
yes,
no.
yes.
This is the rule. After 72 hours, there ain't no more spoiler. You just jacked up. You're not a true nerd, so I didn't know why you were listening. You got, and 72 is long. I used to give you 48, but I know people working, people got things to do. After 72 hours, don't speak to people and don't go online quick crying, you do me the truth. Well, man, you don't need to be watching the show if you can't keep up within 72 hours.
So,
Right.
spoilers.
Boy, spoilers
We
are
will
yes.
not, we will
Yeah.
not hold back.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen Endgame, stop watching this.
72
stop
hours,
listening
we will tell everything.
right now. If you've not seen Game of Thrones,
You don't even have to
Something's
watch
wrong
it.
with you.
episode 3,
You don't even have to watch it. 'Cause
stop
we'll tell you.
watching, stop listening, because we're about to
said
spoil it.
don't.
But Blerd Empire
Yeah.
does love you 3,000, so keep
No,
that
no, if
going.
you don't watch within 72 hours, you fake.
After
Yes.
72 hours, we don't love you 3,000.
you fake.
More in the
Exactly.
hundreds range.
Get
So
on.
Avengers Endgame, and then finally Game of Thrones episode 3, Battle of the White
AKA
Walkers.
the dark episode.
Literally, yes.
No, it was dark before that. This got darker.
It got
It's been creeping.
Yeah.
People have been jacking with the TVs for the last 3 weeks.
So
Threw my whole TV out.
Yeah. So yes, 2 great battles, and that's all we're talking about this episode because there's so much to talk about.
It's quite a bit.
So we're starting off with Game of Thrones. So
Yeah.
for people listening, if you don't watch Game of Thrones, don't care. Just fast forward to when we start talking
No,
about
no.
Avengers Endgame.
If you
gonna
don't
teach
care,
you
no.
something.
If you don't care about Game of Thrones, you learn about life. I didn't care about math, but you still got to take math in school so you can count.
Game of Thrones will teach you about
Yes,
life.
Game of
Yes.
Thrones has many life
Yes,
lessons.
Thank you.
many
Exactly.
life lessons.
One, incest is bad.
gotta be careful to
is
sleep
really
with your
bad.
aunt, but that's something different.
So if you guys want some life lessons,
Yes.
stay tuned.
Yes.
If
Stay
not,
tuned.
Yeah.
jump over to when we start talking about Avengers Endgame,
Thank
and
you.
I will list that timestamp in the show notes. So
Okay.
There we go.
Look out for that.
So good.
You know, I'm
At
trying to be
approximately
considerate.
5 minutes and 8 seconds. Look at this. Subscribe there.
Did something pop up?
Nothing's gonna pop up.
It's not?
No,
No,
Subscribe.
once you have to have something pop
If you
up
want to
now,
know about, if you want to
There's-
continue more and know more about
There's
that,
no subscribe button.
press that
over there.
Press that box right there.
And if
Wait,
you would like to watch
everyone has to
our,
put their hand in. It's going to be in. No, it's gone.
if you would like to watch our last episode,
It's
Touch
Click
that
the
yes.
Click
yes.
the-
there.
You want to leave a comment?
Nothing's
Leave a
gonna be
comment right
clickable.
here.
Nothing's gonna be clickable. For those who are only
There.
listening, please go over to our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which is called The World According to Sinbad. Which
Yes.
you will find this episode
Under there.
Under there. Please watch.
But
as
you won't
to
find the
what
captions.
just transpired right
But
now.
you won't find the captions.
It's there right there.
Because we're doing things
They're
that you,
under the table.
that you will
Subscribe.
need to
Bring
see.
them up. And just,
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. Anyway, no
Yeah.
subscribe buttons are
We
popping
just
up
believe
everywhere.
in your talent. So I feel like
Because-
if I do
No.
this,
so there's
right
no
now,
box right
No,
here.
because at the
Tell them why. Tell them
Then
why.
what am I looking at?
No, tell
you're
them
looking
why.
at nothing.
He's
I
gonna
feel
tell
like
you why.
Royce. I feel like I should have a box
Royce
right
is
here.
gonna tell them why.
I don't know why.
I'm gonna tell you why, and this goes to all YouTube videos.
Because it pisses all of us off.
In 2019,
Oh.
everyone knows how to subscribe.
Thank you.
All right. If you end your video, yeah, please like and subscribe.
Smash
People are
that
gonna
like
do
button.
that anyway.
Yes.
You know how to
Thank you.
subscribe.
Yeah.
If you don't like my video, you're not going to subscribe. By me saying, "Hey, subscribe," there might be one person that's like, "Oh, you know what? Now that you mention it, I will."
Yeah.
Just
No, that's what every YouTube video has told us to do, guys. If
Exactly.
You're teaching you how to do it.
People-
Make sure you tell people to go and
Well, they're
smash
following.
that like
They're
button.
following whatever's how it started. We're a brand new thing. We got
Yeah.
brand new funk, like Jen. Brand new funk. Da-da-da. First of all, I hate the ones that got that long intro, got the song. Hey man, before we get started, subscribe. I wish I could reach through and not subscribe, but pimp slap you in your face.
kind of like
Why don't you
how-
put that on your spot? If you want to pimp slap me, touch
That's the
that.
button right
Kind of like how we have a very long intro before we even talk about
Yes.
anything. We're 10 minutes
Like
into
our
this
show.
podcast.
So somebody,
And we
you
haven't.
should reach
Well,
into our
technically
show.
it's conversation.
No, this is if we get advertising.
Yeah,
We
oh.
haven't advertised it yet.
There we
This is
go.
true.
So if you want us to shut up, give us something.
This is true. So
That
Brought
is
to you
one way
by-
to ask for it.
Yes.
this is
Insert.
true.
Yes.
So let's get into Game of Thrones. I'm gonna take these headphones off because I can't do headphones and
You
hats.
look weird too. You did look
Which-
weird with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're speaking of hats. Big Black Nerd.
There you
Hey.
go.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Soon.
Hey.
Coming
Coming
soon. Coming
soon.
soon.
That's a really
Shout
cool
out.
hat,
Who
man.
needs a
That's
box when
Byron's.
you have a hat?
That's
Oh.
right.
Byron's podcast. Look
So
for
this
it.
it'll pop up here.
Because he's gonna record.
Follow this arrow to the
Oh, that's perfect.
There we go.
I like that.
Follow that.
Okay,
No,
well,
I'm not adding any graphics, guys.
man.
I'm being completely lazy. But, so let's get into it. Game of Thrones episode 3. Winter has come.
Yes.
And
It's gone.
It's the
And it's
battle
gone.
we've been waiting for. So first, just initial thoughts. What did you guys think of the episode? How did it make you feel?
Wait, Paige, you stop first.
Oh man. So my girl Arya. We have, I have to
Lord and
say,
Savior.
for the last 8 years, I feel like I have been on this journey with her. And if there's no other character who I feel like in the last 8 years has lived up to a moment,
Yes.
it's her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that moment, she don't gotta do nothing else
Preach.
for the rest of the season.
Preach.
Right.
I'm
She
like,
saved
she can
everybody,
literally be like, y'all, I'm tired.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to, where's my Sunday from? I'm gonna go to Narth. I'm gonna lay out on the beach.
Right.
I'm gonna get a tan because I'm feeling a little pale.
Exactly.
Y'all go deal with Cersei because I don't know if you heard, but your girl killed the Night King.
Exactly.
Like that's how I would.
I was like, I feel like automatically she wins the throne now. I mean,
She is the baddest
I wanna
right
give her
now.
anything
Like, why
she
is
Right now,
wants.
she is it.
if they don't make a
Yeah.
song about her like they did everything
Yep.
else, she needs her
Right.
own song now.
Right,
Yes.
right.
She-
I just thought it was great. There's probably been I've had less anxiety I've never had that much anxiety watching a TV show. So
Right.
literally, like the entire
Sat on the edge of
80
seat. I saw everybody sat this actual edge of seat.
Yes.
Set on
like
show.
the entire 82 minutes.
Yes.
I was anticipating like not only for the battle to start, but then to lose someone I love.
Yes.
So it was
Exactly.
just like a lot going. I mean, at some point,
Yeah.
I was gonna be sad if Jamie died, which was something I never thought would happen.
Right.
I was like, oh God,
They
did they
flipped
get
us.
Jamie?
They
And I
flipped
was
us
like,
on Jamie.
Don't hurt Jamie.
I was like,
why?
oh my God, what was?
When Jamie rolled up by himself without his people, and they all said, even Bran, he looked at Bran was like,
I remember.
I said, when he rolled up, I said, that's a special man because he knows they could possibly kill him. Even like they said, we imagined the day of killing you.
Yeah.
And he's still like this. I know I could die when I come up in here. That's a hell of a speech. I know. That's a true gangster.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That was a gangster
But I got
thug
this golden
below.
hand.
Thank you.
That
So-
episode to me, any and all other creative things aside, I just thought was like what I've been waiting for.
It's about loyalty.
That is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Loyalty,
Since episode
strength.
1.
Yeah.
Scene
See?
1
Right.
of episode 1.
Since Bran got pushed out a window.
Scene 1,
Yeah,
season
yeah.
1, scene
Yeah.
1
Since
of
Bran was
episode
pushed
1.
out a window.
This is what-
Before
everything.
Bran was pushed out of the window.
He
This is
was
what I've
talking
been
about
waiting
like
for.
the first 2 episodes. I said, man, they ain't enough fight. I said, remember, I told you. I said, no.
Oh yeah.
They have to. I said, I kept telling y'all,
Yeah.
they can't give
Right.
us this fight yet. We ain't ready to
Right.
fight. We had to get in shape. We had to work out.
Exactly.
We had to stretch.
Right.
Because that fight went, how many times we go, oh, whoa, oh. I thought I was in the fight. Since it was dark,
Right,
I was
right.
searching through
See,
too.
that's the whole point. That's
we
why
were
they made it
searching,
dark.
We were searching through, we'll talk about the dark later. But all I want to say is I think the only thing the dark worked for was the dragon fight for CG. It is hard to show that. I got that.
Right.
Yeah.
I do feel like it surpassed what I felt with Battle of the Bastards. So
Yes.
Battle of the Bastards to
Yes.
me was like, that was a battle where I was like, oh my God,
Right.
this show is amazing.
Yep.
This is, and I love how they do their fight scenes where whenever they shoot their epic fight scenes, it's done in a way where you feel like you're
You're
immersed
in
in
it.
it.
You're in
So
it.
like Battle of the Bastards, I felt like I was, like when those horses came at Jon Snow, I was like,
Right.
oh my God. And then when
Because
they
it
were
was real.
stepping on
Yeah.
him, I was like,
I know.
He really can't. And then this, it was just like at every moment, it was like, oh man, that's it. Like when the
right.
Dothraki, when they lit all the Dothraki swords, I was like,
Can I
yo,
pour some out for them?
I was
do
like,
they're all
I mean, Mama
I know,
gonna
man.
kill
I
you
know,
and
man.
throw it on the
But
table.
that's how deep it was. I take that beating for that.
But I literally was like, yo, this is about to be epic. And then when they went through, I think I was the first one to go, guys, I think their
lights
swords are going
The
out.
lights are
Just
so
one by one, every light where I was like,
Going out.
That's when the
I was
light.
like, no,
That's
y'all
when the
know.
darkness worked.
They're coming back. I was like, no, I don't think they're
No,
coming back.
they're done.
I think they're
I was
done.
hoping they didn't come
She
back.
gave us
So
a
I was
red witch. Gave us hope.
That was the dopest.
When she
scene.
lit,
my
when she lit the
goodness.
swords up, I said, and we hate her.
Yeah.
And
That's
when
how
she
you come
showed
back,
up, and
though.
she pulled up, that's another gangster. She pulled up on her herself. She said, "Don't worry, I'll be dead by dawn."
Because this was
Shoot!
her
Who
destiny.
says that?
It was
Yeah.
her destiny.
Said, don't
She
worry
told
about
Lord Varys
Yeah.
when they were over at what was it, the castle?
Yep.
She was like, "Well, I have to come back."
Dragonstone.
Yeah, they're at
Yeah.
Dragonstone. It's like I have to come back and die in this land. I was like, oh, so she knew. So was she another brand?
I think,
No, beyond.
No, I think
No, because she actually did something.
She did. Yes.
right.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things where she knew her destiny.
Yeah.
The journey there, she was a little clouded.
Right.
Yeah, just
She
Stannis.
Made some mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, she said she'd always
One
read it
or-
right. She said she'd load of
One or
light.
two or
She'd always read it right.
7,000.
Right.
Yeah.
She'd always read it right.
Hey,
She'd try to
look,
read it. remember?
sometimes you just gotta sacrifice
But I
somebody's
just
daughter.
feel like, throwback to an old episode, if you're not 175% sure you're supposed to burn a little girl at the stake, you should err on the side
Yeah.
of, I'm going to wait till I get more
50-50.
clarity.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
a
going to wait till I
tad.
have more clarity.
There was a lot of, for those who binge watch, don't know what it's like to have to deal with that burn at the stake and have to wait a year and let your anger.
Or even just a week.
Just a week to let your anger
Yeah.
grow. If you've been watch, you go, oh, she's burned her. It's just too much. You need to have that seething hate.
Right.
Yeah.
That hate. So when she rolled back in, we're like this. And she said, open the gate. She just rolling like this.
Yeah.
Open the, I'm like, man.
What's up, y'all? I just gave everybody fire. So.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
Exactly.
for me, I thought the build-up was really great because it
really
would have been
cool.
really easy for them
Yep.
to be like, oh, you've been waiting for this, so minute one, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
And like that build-up, because it almost made me feel, and I know it's a fictional story, but if somebody was really waiting on the front lines to fight like that, and you don't know where your enemy is exactly and when they're cut, I feel like you would have that sense of anxiety of just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
They're
most
all waiting for
soldiers,
death.
Like they're waiting
most
for
soldiers
death.
can't wait. We see most battles, the soldiers
know.
like this, these soldiers look terrified.
Death is
Yeah.
coming.
And then that shot they
Yeah,
caught when my
yeah.
man first got there, the first director, and he looked up and saw we had to fight, it wasn't like we're going to get him. It was like, we're dead.
Because they just plowed through. It was
They
like-
plowed through, yes.
I was scared.
And I
was
don't
like,
know
yo,
about
I'm
you
not fighting
guys, but
this.
I'm also
Yeah.
I get so excited now whenever I see Jon Snow on a dragon.
Yes, right.
I
Yes.
just feel like this is not the dopest
Yes.
thing ever right now. Jon Snow's
That's
on
why
a dragon.
about 70% of the episode, he's just on the dragon. I'm like, where are you guys
Doing
going?
his thing.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
But this show was so strong with the women, the woman that led the Bear Clan.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about honorable
yeah.
death. You talk
Yeah.
about honorable death. When I saw it, I said,
Liana.
she didn't have to die, but when she picked that sword up and said, I'm going at this giant, I said, men were running. Men were running. And I said, that G moment almost matches at the end with the Night King. I'm sorry, because the Night King didn't see it coming. She looked my man in the
Right.
face.
She knew she was going to
She
die.
looked
Stabbed
him in
him
the
in that
face,
one eye.
was crushing her, and she still got that,
Yeah.
you should have ate me.
But speaking of that though, like I can't even tell you. So for me, I didn't know how it was gonna happen. Obviously none of us did. But
Yep.
when the witch, what's her name?
Red Witch.
Wait, the Red Witch.
Melisandre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melisandre. Yeah,
Melisandre.
when she was sitting there and when she started talking to Arya about you will shut many eyes
Yeah.
forever.
That second
Yeah,
speech.
but,
Yes,
um,
again,
When she
yeah.
said brown, green, and then she said and blue, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
Then Arya said,
And then she said, and then I thought it was the dopest line. She was like, "What do we say to the god of death?" And she said,
Because that's what she
"Not
was trained
today."
to say.
And I was
Because
like,
Arya was mad at her first.
Yeah.
Arya was mad at her.
Yeah.
She said, what do we say to God of death? And Arya said,
"Not today."
I get it.
Yeah,
She goes,
exactly.
I guess, because she took
Yeah.
off, remember? She said, I'm gone. I know what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And for me, my mindset still wasn't that she was going to the Night
was.
King. I didn't think she was going to the Night
thought
King.
she
I
was gonna
thought
just
she
go
was
kill a
about to
bunch
go
of them.
take
No.
a bunch of them
No, when
out.
she took off that way, I said, she's on the mission.
Yeah.
I knew she was on a
I
mission,
know she's
but
gonna get
I didn't
there.
think Night
Yeah.
King.
I
'Cause
thought I thought she was on a mission to kill the Night King, but to get her brother. I didn't
Yeah.
think, I thought they were going to show
I knew
her.
she was
I
gonna
thought they were going to show
help. I
some
thought she
fight
was
to
gonna
get there,
help Jon
but I know
Snow.
she had to go
Yeah.
get to her brother. I said, not
Yeah.
that, I said, she's going to get to her brother.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
well, for me, the Night King was the furthest thing on my mind because
Yeah.
I think we were the same, and I thought the big throwdown was going to be Jon Snow. and the Night King.
I was so mad.
But y'all saw he couldn't get through.
What up,
That
bro?
dragon had him.
He had a second to go head up with Jon Snow.
Yeah,
and Jon
he
was
did.
like, "What's up?" And he's like, "No, dead people."
Yeah.
I was like,
as soon as I heard the blue eyes, I knew she was
Yeah.
going to be the one to kill the Night King. But I at least was hoping for one battle.
Yeah.
Have the Night King do something other than raise his hands.
I mean, he can throw one heck of a javelin.
But
man.
know why you
That's
can't.
Olympic.
But know
That's
why you
Olympic.
can't have Night King do battle? Because you can't beat him. We remember they say that in sports and stuff. There's always a catch you can't get. You can't get the Night King. We had to realize you can't get the Night King. And Theon, come on, man. We gotta give some
That was
love.
bad.
Can we pour some more? Can we pour some more? Can we pour some
R.I.P.
Can we pour some
Theon.
in?
You're
Can
a
we pour
good
some
man,
in?
Theon. You're a good
Yeah,
man.
well,
Pour
Ron's
one
in
out
the-
for Theon Greyjoy.
You talking about a man that earned the respect of. See, there's
got
gonna
it
be a
back.
lot of people that's gonna be honored in this episode 4 coming up. They're gonna talk about some of the greats that took some. Dude, this
Theon.
show is about who's truly brave, who's truly loyal.
Yeah.
Like when my man with the sword, the fire sword, saved. All right, he stood there and took them hits.
30
I'm like,
stabs.
who does
Right.
that?
I think the story, Game of Thrones too, it's like a story of redemption. Like
Yes.
no
Yeah.
one, going back season 1, episode 1, any character that's still with us, not a single one is the same.
No.
Because when we
No.
first
Jamie
met
had
them,
blonde hair.
Not a Jamie had
Right,
blonde
he did.
hair.
He did.
Jamie
No
is a
beard,
brunette
blonde hair.
with gray coming in.
they
and
slowly
with
put him to a brunette. I was like, that's
every
smart.
single one has gone through such an evolution, and some have, like a Theon, has been redeemed.
Cersei's still
I think
evil.
in such,
She's still evil.
but even
as
her
hell.
evil has evolved. She's
Yeah,
gotten
more
even more
evil.
evil.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
But I would like
still
even
hate
Theon, to watch that character go from like they're like a brother to you're like, what are you doing, Theon, to being a traitor,
Reek.
to then what happened to him to become Reek, and then I really thought was like, well, that's it. He's gonna
Yeah.
go out.
He's no
Reek.
good. He's no
and
good.
I thought the greatest thing he probably would do. I thought his greatest redemption was saving Sansa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, this is how Theon went out. And then Bran just being like, "You're a good man,
Right.
Theon, you're a good man." I'm disappointed in Bran.
I'm
extremely
I'm
disappointed
not. Know
in
why?
It's
no, I'm not. No,
ravens.
know why you're not.
Random
He
ravens.
doesn't. He doesn't. We keep thinking he's some other hidden skill. That's our problem. We thought there's some other hidden skill coming out the
Expected
wheelchair.
him to be something.
His job is to keep the history of mankind. But what he did, I'll get him here for you. He did do it. He sat in that chair. My man didn't. Man, this is the Night King. He said, "I know what's coming. I got him in. He's coming here. And we got
I
something
mean,
for you."
he clearly he clearly did something during that episode that they were
Yes.
going to reveal later.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I feel like that would be so stupid if he
Why
controlled
the
the
Ravens?
Ravens.
Yeah.
Because at first we were like, okay, he's just going to see what the Night King is,
Mm-hmm.
and then I thought that was going to be it, and he's like, and say like, oh, he's here or something
was
like
gone
that.
for a while.
But then
Yeah.
like the Ravens kept flying, and then like his eyes stayed white. So I'm like, he's doing something else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's
But
He better
Yeah.
be.
But we don't see it. We just see him just still sitting there in the chair.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
He better be doing
whatever,
something.
something has to be explained for him
Right.
to have like stayed that long.
It's gonna be about
That's true.
Cersei. It's gonna be about Cersei.
I hope so. I hope he's
Probably.
Yeah.
gathering more
Yeah.
people or
Yeah,
something.
he's got
I think it's
ideas.
because we are blurs. We're looking at the wheelchair and going, Professor X, you got
Yeah.
another power in there. You're smart.
No, we
right,
thought.
something.
No, I thought for a second he was gonna do. I thought he was gonna grab.
I thought he
For a
was
second, I
too.
said, but that would violate. I said that
Everything
would violate.
about
It would
it.
violate.
Yeah.
And then when Snow stood up to the dragon, I said, well, it's not gonna be Snow. When he
That
got
dragon
pinned,
stopped him.
dude. When he got pinned, it's like being you soldier.
Yeah.
When he realized, I can't, because he did
I'ma
everything
die.
he could.
Yeah.
Not even I'm gonna die. I can't save Bron. That's when he
Right.
stood up. He stood because like I can't save my brother. So he's like this. I have no reason to live.
Yeah.
See, that's different. When he stood there, and then homegirl jumped, I said, but Bron, he was like this. Yeah, this is how
like, I
it's
saw
supposed
this.
to. He said, put me outside. He didn't say put me outside. If you can put me, he goes, put me outside. It had to be there because also what it did, it calmed the walkers down.
Right.
He just
He
harmed the
stopped him.
walkers.
He was like,
Remember?
hey, everybody chill.
Because they don't do nothing without him.
I think minus Beyonce's hair flicking in the wind,
Mm-hmm.
I've never been more excited to see hair move in the wind. And I was like, something's coming.
Did you see it the first
And
time?
then when
or did you see the second time you watched
No,
it?
I saw it the first time.
I didn't see it the first
'Cause
time.
when
Yeah, I saw it the
I
first
saw
time
the
when I
wind
saw
move
the
on.
wind move
I
in
don't
his
know. I
hair.
don't know what he called. I
One of
keep
his
calling him
generals.
one of his
Walker's
generals. And like when the wind went past his head, at first I thought, is it a dragon? But it would have been a lot more wind. And then when you saw, I was like, I
Right.
know that scream. I I know that scream. Oh my goodness.
got
And there was this look because when he turned around, he barely caught her. 'Cause remember, he's trying to come up. He turned around and caught her. He was thrown. He was thrown for a second.
How many emotions? I think we learned in that single scene how many emotions a human can experience in 2.3 seconds.
Right.
Because it was excitement, then it was extreme fear when he grabbed her by the neck.
I thought he had her.
Right.
No, everybody went, oh, and then she said, boom.
And
I was
then when
like,
she
kick it in
dropped
his
She
chest.
dropped that sword. She dropped that sword, man.
And
Paige said
stuck
something.
it.
Yeah, she said something smart there. She was like, she jumped. She was like, oh yeah, I'm not left-handed. I was like, she's not. And then she dropped it to this hand. I was like, kick it in his chest. And then she stabbed him. I was like, okay.
Oh, you know, you're right.
I was like, she
said, I was like, she's not left-handed.
That girl, I think all I could say was, Aria! Aria! Like,
And she-
Aria! Stark!
And then she did her superhero landing pose.
She
That
did.
was
She
just
did.
as epic
Yes.
as anything in Endgame.
Yes.
She looked up.
Right.
She said,
And you just see like the ice just falling all around her.
But you know the best part is? The best part's gonna be on in part 4 when they realize it was her.
oh
When
my
Snow
God.
and
Oh, I
them,
know.
when they all find out,
A lot of
when
people
they
finally saw her fight.
when they
yeah.
go, I am no one. When they find out I am no one, when they find out who I am no one
Yeah.
is, because the sister freaked when she found them faces in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Them faces?
Right.
And
She's like, she's
I
an
would figure if I
assassin.
found my kids with faces.
and
in the bag.
clearly Brand
It makes sense.
and clearly the thing with Brand is he knew how it was all playing.
Yeah.
Like he was Game of Thrones,
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Right,
He
right,
knew.
right. Yeah,
And he looked at Arya and was like,
He knew.
Yeah.
Well, like pulling
Right.
from Endgame, it was like, if I tell you, it won't happen.
Right.
It's like the Night King was. I guarantee you, as the Night King was walking up to him, in his head, he's like, "Why is he so calm?"
Yeah. He's like
his
this.
brother's like, he should be shaking his
It's-
fins.
And he took, no, he didn't. His guard went out. He took his
Yeah.
ego. He had so much time.
Because like,
He just
because
is
they
general.
stared at each other for like
yeah.
It took him a minute to
seconds,
take
he's
out the
like-
sword, and he was
Right.
just
Yeah.
like, I was waiting for him to be like, you know, it's me, right? Like
I was waiting. I was like, is he ever going to speak?
right. And
Yeah.
I feel like he's like,
He's
screw
like,
it, whatever.
hey, Night King.
And he was
He
like,
just looked at him like this, like this, like this. You have no idea about what happened to you, bro.
right,
When
exactly,
she dropped that dagger.
right.
That was-
So technically,
that
that
was-
weekend, the Starks in general won on Avengers.
It was a good weekend for
Tony
the
Stark was a great
Yes.
start.
It was a great
Exactly.
weekend.
He had,
for
Stark,
the
he had
Starks.
great
It was
death.
a great weekend
He
for
had
the
great
Starks.
death.
I did see a meme that said, Uncle Tony is so proud of
Right.
He's very proud of her.
The one.
What's the movie says a good death? What's it? Spark. What's Spartan?
Yes. No, Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Oh, yeah.
Good death.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you know, you had a good death. All you can do is ask for a good death. We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
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 The
was a warrior's
one
death.
scene though that I feel like was really, really awesome. That I think they did a really great job, and I think you even pointed out that it felt like a video game. That's when Arya was in, I think, the library or whatever that room
Right.
Oh,
was,
yeah.
and the walkers were just all around. She had to
this is
sneak
Splinter
past.
Cell.
Right.
That was the most suspenseful part of the whole movie.
Right.
I was stressed out. That's
Yeah.
when I got closer on my seat. I was like, yeah.
And she
You know
caught the
what that
one, and the
reminded
girl
me
looked at
of?
she jacked.
Speaking of video game, remember when we were a kid, there used to be an arcade game called Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
And you had
Oh,
to-
yeah, that was
that
Makes your heart
scene
hurt.
reminded me of
Yeah.
like playing that
Yes.
game where you're trying to like pop
Just
and
like,
weave.
because
It
like the whole
was.
time you're like, she's gonna get out of this alive. But
She was pretty much Snake right there. So the little
Yeah.
bubble came above
Yeah.
her head.
right,
It's like,
exactly.
It's like, oh. It was the coldest part. I was like, I don't even know how she got her dagger up that fast. She hit the corner. I was like, oh, you're dead.
Right,
But no,
I know.
The,
He hit the wall.
coldest
Like-
part was that fight scene when my man looked at her and looked at her.
Oh, the Onion Knight was watching her
she,
get it.
when she was doing her
Yeah.
thing, when she was slicing the dice, and I said, we've been waiting for this girl to do
Yeah.
what she's been
Yeah,
trained to
7
do.
years.
So when she
Exactly.
sliced the dice like that, he was like this. I said,
With her Wakanda
that's,
spear.
yes, that's
Right.
it. That's right.
Exactly.
I like it.
That's what it was.
She was going off. She was going
When she
off.
tell me,
It's vibranium.
build me, so I want you to build me.
Right.
I'm gonna give you some sex. I want you to build me that.
No.
So yeah,
No,
so
no.
I mean, I think it's
We still ain't feeling that. None of
don't
us,
like-
none of us
no.
are still feeling that.
No.
No, they could even taken that
No, we-
sex
we
in a
can
way.
know.
No, no,
We-
no,
we-
no,
it
no,
was
we
no,
can-
no,
point
no,
to
no,
it.
No, no,
no.
no, we don't even.
There was none.
so
We don't.
so the real MVPs of the show, I think it's safe to say Arya, Theon.
Theon killed like 50 of them though.
Right?
Right.
Theon,
We
until he
forgot
had-
about
till he
that.
had
Right.
nothing
Till he
in the
had
quiver.
nothing left.
There was a
Nothing in
lot
the
of
quiver,
them.
man.
Like, no, even after that, he was stabbing
Stabbing,
people.
whip-
That was his moments. Like, yo,
Exactly.
Theon was
But the
putting it
king
down.
killed him with
He
his
was
own,
Hawkeye.
with his own stuff, man.
And then who else?
Would you say
the bear.
Mormon?
The Bear Clan.
Oh yeah, and then her.
Bear
She
Clan.
did a thing.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Mormon, he helped our
He
she
went
would've
out.
died.
Yeah, man.
Danny
He
would have
went
died.
out like
Yeah,
a G.
he went
He,
out like
but
a
you know
G.
what? I
'Cause he
cried for him
killed
because
everybody.
that love.
Yeah.
Hey,
when he
he's
showed
the
up,
only
it's
person.
the way she looked. When he showed up, he says, "You don't die today."
Right,
He said, "When I get, you
He's
don't
got to
die
have
today."
a GPS tracker on
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he is connected to her.
Man.
I was gonna say Melisandre mainly because of what she said
but she
to
brought-
Arya at the
Yeah, 'cause
end.
she sparked
because
it.
technically all the fire that she brought did nothing.
Yeah.
No. She set the fire for the
right.
for the
Give her a
witch.
little time.
Which did
Yeah,
nothing.
the
No, but give him
Night
a little-
King,
but
it
it
worked
gave
for
him time.
5
It gave
minutes.
them
gave
time.
time. It gave
Everybody
them
got to
time.
catch their breath
It gave
before they
time. It
died.
did.
The Dothraki didn't even get to use their
No,
swords.
I know. Exactly.
I mean,
You didn't
maybe
even
they
see this.
did.
You didn't even see
Maybe.
a slice through the
It
air.
was like they
Oh,
walked
did.
through and they all went
right.
and just like
It's time
took
for
them
you
all
to die.
out. Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. But who else? Consider MVPs.
You know?
I really,
I think.
I mean, really, I think anyone
Grey Worm.
who
Anyone-
can
Grey Worm-
fight
Grey Worm-
death
Grey Worm
is,
held it
Worm
down.
goes
scared.
out an MVP.
And Sam came through.
Samuel Talley was
Sam
killing
Tully.
people.
Sam
Right?
came
He
through.
did.
He was killing people.
Yeah, everybody.
came through.
Everyone was brave.
Everyone fought like a G.
Everybody, yeah.
Who's
But
not
I
a-
think
but who's
those
not
are
a
the
fighter?
ones that
Yeah.
stand out.
No, who's not a fighter? Sansa. You can't give her a knife.
No, who's not a fighter?
Daenerys Targaryen.
It's Daenerys Targaryen.
She
and
does not
after
know what
all
to do with that.
Yeah.
Oh, my
the
goodness.
smack she been taught, like how has no one taught her how to fight?
Right.
Think about it. But she did.
that's-
But she did stroke a few.
So with,
Sansa can
with
kill
that,
any.
I think
That's true.
I think this is a good transition into what I would say issues or flaws or things that
Right.
made you
Grinds
feel
my
infuriated watching the show because
Okay.
there was a lot of those as well.
Her leaving the dragon on the ground.
What? Yeah, that
That
was
bothered me.
That was
Unnecessary.
You left your child on the ground.
yes. I would say, in my opinion, I feel like Daenerys is one of the. I think she was the biggest one that let me down the most. This
She
episode.
did nothing.
We thought that fight
Yeah.
scene, but we did think her fight scene. We did think her when she got the sword. We thought she's gonna be like Ari. We thought she's gonna be like.
I
that.
didn't think she was gonna be like Arya
little bit.
because I've been
A
saying
tiny
for so
bit.
long because it goes back to I don't know if it was season 6, but when she was in Marine and like the gold
Yeah.
faced
yeah.
people were trying to come after her.
Yeah.
And remember when they were in the fighting pit and she's just standing there and her and Missandei just hold hands and I'm literally
Yeah.
like, how? Like
Yeah.
you were Khal Drago's wife. You have literally been attacked. Since I've known
But
you,
they've always-
someone has been
I've
trying
known you
to
being
kill
a
you.
victim.
But they've always
How have
protected
you
her.
not tried? Like before
They've always
she had
protected
an
her.
army.
She's always had a
Always.
guy. She always had at least one guy
Always
there to
somebody.
protect
Which
her.
is just kind of like to be this super powerful, take no mess.
She's never looked more
female
weak.
character,
Like
and
that
then at the
episode.
end of the
That
day,
did.
you realize without the protection of a man, she can't do anything.
No, protection of dragons.
This dragon's like.
But we have, but no one have to
give anybody three
but no
dragons,
way, but no
they
one,
bring
but no
eggs.
one have to give her credit. She is Mother Dragon. See, like, yeah, I can't fight. I got no
is.
swords. But once I
dragon
get,
gonna burn
once I
you.
get up in it, once I get up
But
in the
this
air,
fight to me
But-
showed though. If something's happening and the dragons cannot perform with as much
would've
efficiency
died, yeah.
as we would like, then
but
what?
remember,
which brings-
she's not a soldier.
But this brings up another point.
She's not a soldier.
This brings up another point. She had her dragons. This was the most misuse of the most powerful thing
they
in
could've
the
burned
show.
everybody.
Just row by row. Take them out.
Yeah,
Start
start
at the
from
front,
the front.
start at the front,
I think
work
you said
your way
that
to
too.
the back.
Once. Start from the front. They
Just
got
work your way
how
back.
how
I
are
was
the,
like, why are we in the clouds?
How are
Is
the
this
walkers
Mary
smarter than
Poppins?
everybody?
Is this
No,
an
no,
episode
no,
of Peter Pan?
But no, they got
What are
messed
we
up.
doing?
They
Exactly.
got caught up chasing the. You know, sometimes you get misdirected. They should have split
for
up.
the whole episode?
They got. They it didn't know
which-
what hit when he hit. They had to go up cop.
Even
Remember,
with that,
hit him with the storm.
Even with that, that's fine. They got caught up, and I get
Yeah.
that. That's a
Yes.
killing- 'cause
Fire over there.
He's
Follow
the
the fire.
he's the priority,
Right.
You know, and he also has a dragon, so you want to nullify that with both of their dragons. But the moments where they were lighting things up,
Right.
I
They
feel
were
like they
doing
could have
well.
been way more efficient.
Because
they were way
it
in the
was,
back.
Yeah.
Because it was a minute before they even knew the Night King
Yeah.
was there.
They could have done more damage.
So I just feel like from day one, I feel like, you know, people who love the earth might have not felt good about this. Before the Dothraki run in there, just take
They
the
should
dragons
protect
and burn
us.
it all down.
They should have
Take
burned-
everything and
they
burn
should
it
have
They
all
should have
burned
did that at the
down.
wall when they did the little World War Z wall right there with the zombies. It's like just burn that
burn
right
it
there.
down.
So I understand maybe why not to use it at the beginning. You don't want to, start with your strongest hand.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't want to fly in there just for the Night King to be like
yeah,
spear
well,
chuck.
yeah, boom. That's
You know, I
right.
got
That's
all
right.
the
Exactly.
dragons.
Yeah, because he's got
Yeah, he got-
superhuman
yeah, he
spear
got
shots.
That I
stuff.
get. But perfect example, when they finally got, when Melisandre finally lighted up the trenches.
Yep.
And they all just stop there. I'm like, how come no one's taking advantage of the fact that no one's moving?
Yeah, it's
No
like here, give me a
one's
spear.
moving.
Yeah, like they could have had the archers just go.
Right.
Just,
But you know what?
Just light 'em up.
What happened to the little
but-
cannonball fires? Like
But you know
they
what though?
stopped throwing those.
Even if listen, there was so many. Look,
No,
even
there were.
There's millions
If
of
you
them.
shot, look, if you shot all your arrows,
But that's what I'm
there
saying.
was so many.
Because at that
Some.
point now, because the whole thing was that Danny and Jon Snow,
Yep.
because at that point they were lost.
They were useless.
in the weather and stuff like that. They finally found a way back. They could find their way back, and somebody could have. They're right there.
They're right
He's
there.
like,
They're
hey,
just-
John,
again,
John,
go
you
burn
go
that
burn.
side.
By the,
burn all
time,
of them.
by the time all the White Walkers were lined up still, they
Yeah.
had found their way out
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
storm.
Exactly.
So I'm like, why
Just
are we not just
row
We
by
no,
row.
no, we should be coming each
Row by
other. You come
row.
east, I'm coming west.
Yeah,
and
they
we
could
burning
just-
all
Burn it all
this
up.
Just
up.
across.
Burn it
Battle
all
done.
up.
Yeah. They
Burn it all
weren't. They
up.
weren't good dragon battle strategies.
And
No.
I will give John
It's
a
his first
pass.
time on a
It's
dragon.
his
'Cause he
second
can't
time on a
ride.
dragon.
He can't ride.
You know,
Exactly.
He's like, I can't believe I'm still
This is
trying to
true.
deal with my daddy issues.
And granted, Danny
In my
doesn't have. She also doesn't have a lot of battle experience with the
No.
dragons.
She doesn't.
Because the
No,
last time
that's
she
right.
used them,
She
one of them
burned you up.
died.
Yeah.
Well, no, but before that, she did burn the whole Lannister army down, so she
Yeah.
knows
Well, that-
what to do.
No,
She-
but they
was
stood
a lot,
there.
That was a lot
They were
simpler.
there. They were
Yeah.
there.
Like she literally could just roll up and just kind of spray.
Yeah.
Right.
This definitely took some
Strategy.
some strategy because like at the end of the day too, you can't just like leave them out in the middle because then that makes them vulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm like
That's
this.
why they needed Tyrion.
I don't blame her. I blame the writing. No, not for the
I
battle.
blame the
Not for the battle.
parents.
Not for the battles. For keeping the dragon on the ground. She wouldn't have.
Yeah, no, that
See,
was
that's where I look at the
That was-
storyline.
yeah.
She would have never. She loves her dragons.
Right.
She would have
they was
never.
stabbing
She would
her.
And
have
having
never.
already lost
She
one
never.
to the
She
Night
would
King.
never
Yeah.
have kept her dragons on the ground. Said, okay, that's the flaw right there.
Yeah.
You kept. She doesn't. She doesn't do that.
Yeah.
She gets some babies up in the air.
Right.
exactly.
They sit on the ground too long. She wouldn't do that. She sits
Yeah.
when she sees them coming up.
Yeah.
Another
he had to
flaw-
leave and shake 'em all
because
off.
there
Yeah.
was so much confusion to me about the dragons. I could not tell who
No,
was
it couldn't.
best.
I never. Yeah.
What is
But that was
happening?
good CG because they had to spend so much money. See, think about it. Smart.
Yeah.
That CG to show
Yeah,
three
I mean,
dragons
CG
flying.
I saw somebody's neck get ripped, somebody's stomach
three-
get ripped.
There was a good 5 minutes. I thought they had killed the
I thought
White
they
Walker
did too,
dragon,
'cause the
and
neck
then he
got
came
ripped.
back, and I
Came
was
back,
like,
I know.
oh, he's still here?
Just breathing fire all through his neck.
Yeah, it was like, I was
But
like,
the funny
okay.
part was, I know the money they would have to spend to show you three dragons fighting.
Yeah.
They said, "Look, man, we're gonna cloud this up. You'll see John clash."
Two dra-
and
two
the good thing
dragons.
about it is, I didn't know who was winning the dragon fight,
Wow.
which
Yeah.
is kind of. I didn't know. So when the other dragons
it's-
showed
that's
up, we're
the
like
chaos.
this. Jon Snow's running. We're like, wait a minute. Where did this dragon come from? So
Yeah.
John had a
His
straight
landed
line.
and just ran. It's like, I'm hurt, I'm out of here.
Exactly.
And John was bringing carnage. Let's give him credit. John was doing
John
some
always-
carnage.
oh, yeah. Big battle
John
scenes,
was
he puts
bringing
it down.
carnage,
He's
getting to
showing
Brand.
why-
He was bringing carnage, getting to his brother.
He's showing why he should be the true king.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really all he's doing.
Right.
He killed a lot of people on the way. I was
Yeah.
like,
And then
till
there's
the
one
dragon
other
stopped.
there's one other part too where I was just kind of like, what? It was again with names, dude with fire sword.
Oh, shit, his name.
Yeah.
Starts with a B.
Does it?
We all
Yeah.
know with the eye patch.
Blah, blah,
Y'all know what I'm
Let's
talking about.
just call him Bob.
Yeah.
Patches.
And patch.
Patches.
As awesome as that moment was
feel so bad
when he
now.
was holding the line,
Yep.
stopped himself, was getting stabbed. That was all great. But then the next shot, when he's now running with them around the corner, I was kind of like, how?
Well, I think.
Why are you still?
Remember that because
Shouldn't-
he's such a hard. Remember, he's been killed 9 times.
Lord of
I
Life
think this
protects
man. I think
No,
this
no, no.
brother. I think he just is a beast.
No, that's
Boy.
fine. How did he get with them so fast, and why weren't there any White Walkers right behind them? Because they were all right there.
Yeah, I mean,
And
they,
he
killed
clear-
they killed a couple.
and he clearly-
he
no, no,
threw
no.
his sword at like 2 of them. That was really cool.
He did, but like if it was the amount that literally came through that door that was
Yeah. That
was a
originally
lot.
on Arya, they would have been
That's
literally
true.
right on their tail. So that was just another moment where I was like,
That's
they took
true.
some liberties.
Or he could have said they went that way, and they're not the smartest.
Because literally, it's
So
Yeah,
we've mentioned it.
yeah.
I feel like there are certain things like that didn't necessarily make the most sense. Like, again, as much as we love her, Lady Mormon, like, there's no the giant White Walker went against all White Walker
Yeah.
characteristics,
Yes.
and all of a sudden was like, I'm gonna look at you when they're usually
No,
just
no.
a lot more
Usually they eat
barbarian.
him. What he did
Yeah,
was,
I think
it's
he's
a
trying
little
to eat
girl.
her.
No, he's got this little girl. Remember,
But they don't have that consciousness anymore.
I-
So that even is outside of
giant
character.
instinct is to eat it.
I think their instinct is no. They're soldiers though.
Yeah.
You ought to realize this is nothing. This little thing there is that.
They're
that
soldiers,
beast.
but they're not. Like,
Well, remember, he's not just a dead person. Remember, there's no giant deads. That's one of their people.
So he's like,
he's
I'm
one of
just
whose
gonna eat 'em.
people?
The Night King's people.
Giants, yeah.
Giants.
No, I know, but I'm saying they're still like. Once they turn, they no longer
There's no
have
brain.
a sense of. There's no brain. They're just like,
just
like
kill,
that's
kill,
all
kill.
that kill. That's all it is. So I
Were
feel
the
like
Giants turn, or were they always with them?
No, they turned.
no, the
Okay,
Giants.
turned,
That was
yeah.
the one who was
That was the
fighting
one that
with
came through.
them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
That's
wildlings,
right,
and then
that's
he
right.
died.
That's the one that came. He punched through the
Yeah,
door and
yeah.
ripped through everything.
Yeah, like he died valiantly.
He did.
Yeah.
He had a good death.
But I feel like
And then Ramsey
that.
shot
But
him in
that's
the face.
my point. Is that same death was one that felt like a little bit out of character.
But that's every
but
movie,
I feel,
though.
You
but-
gotta give her
Yeah,
her
exactly.
moment.
You
Yeah,
gotta-
you gotta have her
Every
moment.
movie gives.
Well, that's what I was trying to
soldiers,
say, guys.
Yeah,
No, I
know.
soldiers are getting shot, but then in the movie you got to have that
one.
moment.
You gotta have a good
Blade
death.
has to have that moment.
Just a pull away.
They have
good
that
death.
moment. He jumps, falls in the pool of blood. They could have killed him. Mess around taking Blade's
No, you
sunglasses.
can't kill Blade. You can't.
Only the studios can kill Blade.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
And just not make
Only
another
Ryan
one.
Reynolds can kill Blade.
I was
Right.
like, yeah, Blade 3 can kill Blade.
But right, I know. But I think it's safe to say the biggest frustration with everyone was the fact you couldn't really see a lot
yeah.
unless
Yeah,
you
yeah.
adjusted your television set.
Well, we're lucky. We have a Samsung. Hey, what's up? Joystick?
Oh, joysticks.
Joysticks in the house. Joysticks in the house,
Joysticks in
man.
the building.
Yeah, man. He
Don't
don't
know
want.
if you can see
Yeah, he
him,
don't want to join in with us,
but
man.
he's here.
He
He's
tried
here.
to Arya
He's here.
Stark creep
Right.
and
Here,
it didn't
here.
work.
So, man, what's my man Wagner? Fabian
Fabian Wagner,
Wagner.
the director of photography, DP. So because of
Yeah.
all the comments, apparently everybody felt the same, that you literally could not
We
see
stopped it,
anything.
like,
We
3
literally
And I don't want to get doggy because he did it. You know, he's a great DP.
Yeah.
It's the way. Yeah, it's the way he tried to explain
But
it
like
away.
we stopped the television like 10 times.
We thought it was our TV, man.
We thought it was our TV.
We went to
Switched
on
the
demand.
app,
We went to on demand. We went
changed
to
all the
TV.
settings, trying to
Right.
figure
Turned
out.
all the lights
And then
off.
we pretty much just like made it super bright so we could
Right.
see, and it was
Dynamic
still
mode.
pretty
Yeah,
dark.
dynamic
I
mode.
do
And then
feel that we
Samsung
had an issue,
Q95.
though. We did have an issue though that even in the previous other 2 episodes
That's right.
that I think were our TV.
It's called.
But this just brought
because
more
it's an
attention to it.
OLED TV.
This is the contrast. You said the black. It's called Black Creep. This TV tries to compensate. Remember, you kept looking like it was a cloth.
Yeah, it kept looking like
when
it
the
was a
blacks.
circle.
When the blacks, I had to do some reading on it. When the blacks get real strange, the TV tries to compensate,
Right.
and it couldn't. It couldn't
Yeah, so
compensate.
because
Too
it's
smart TV.
because of the high contrast,
Yeah.
which normally in any other setting would be amazing.
Yeah.
Because it was so dark, it's
Right.
like, oh, this spot's really dark, so
There's
this
no
is just,
contrast.
this is just black.
It's just nothing. Make
So
it black.
literally, it would just be just a circle around someone's face,
Yeah.
and you
Right.
couldn't see anything else.
It's a nice little
So
black
yeah, we had to
silhouette.
stop a whole bunch of times and change the settings. But since then, there's actually been a whole bunch of articles, everyone complaining, everyone's
Everybody was
upset.
mad about it.
So of course, the director of photography, the one who's actually responsible for all this, for the way, the mood, the lighting, all that stuff, the way it's all shot. Yes, Fabian, and I hope I'm saying it. Fabian
Yeah.
Wagner.
F-A-B-I-A-N.
It's just all exotic.
Fabian.
Fabian. Could be Fabian. Could be
Fabian.
the singer.
Yeah.
But
Wagner.
anyway,
Is
so
that Wagner?
Wagner, yeah. So he
Fabian.
did a couple articles or had a couple quotes where he's
Yeah.
pretty much defending his artistic choice,
Right.
which it was an artistic
Yep.
choice.
Yeah. Just wasn't a good one.
Pretty much, he wanted to create a realistic look of like this during that time. There's no other lighting source. It's literally just fire.
We talked
you
about
know,
that.
and fire and the moonlight.
Yeah.
And so that's what he wanted to represent. He wanted to represent that realism of what that fight would actually look like. But then, of course, everyone was complaining where it's
I would
like,
like
well,
to see it though.
we would like to see it in a world where there are actually dragons and undead people coming back to life. Maybe that's a realism you could have overlooked.
Because nothing here is
little
real.
bit.
It's like this,
No, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked when the Dothraki went into the woods. That's cool.
that was a
dope.
dope shot.
Yeah.
And that was a dope shot.
When they were going and all
and
that,
the lights
that was
was going
a
out.
great
That
shot.
was a dope shot.
Now, I personally am one. Now, okay, here's how I feel. Now, was it a little annoying that we had to basically start and stop the show 4 times to figure out how to finally get it where we could see what was
Yeah.
happening? Because
Yeah.
our TV was really trying to overcompensate.
A lot.
But artistically, I actually don't hate the choice because
Yeah.
as we were talking about it, I was like, guys, in that time, like, this is what it would feel like. And for
Yes.
me, as far as like one of my opinions was what Game of Thrones does, what this DP has always done is when there's an epic fight battle, like I mentioned earlier, he wants you to feel like you're in it, which is why Battle of the Bastards was done.
But we saw them.
It was also fought during the day.
Yeah,
It was also a morning fight.
It was an early fight. They got it out the way.
They were up at dawn.
Right.
Your choice can't make when he. But this is what he said. You're right about his choice. But he said, well, you should brighten your TV up. You should, if you're on an iPad, it's not, you're using the wrong source.
Yeah.
Then you start blaming people. You'll say, hey man, maybe I should have put a disclaimer before the show. Turn the lights down in your room, brighten up your TV.
Yeah, so
what I was gonna say is I agree with I like the artistic choice, and once we did get it figured out, it actually did not bother me.
You didn't like it when it was dark, Paige.
Which is why which is why I said at the top, prior, outside of that first initial like 15 minutes of us trying to figure it out, that was frustrating. But once we did figure it out, I wasn't bothered for the rest of the
because we had dynamic range on the Samsung.
dynamic.
It said boom. It made it a day fight.
Well, the thing is, what Dad, what you were quoting is that he pretty much said that the frustration he was having was that no, everything's fine. The issue is people don't know how to calibrate their TVs. They're watching
the problem.
They're watching on iPads and their phones. And so that for me, like again, like I love whenever somebody goes on the limb and does something like that artistically. It's amazing. Yeah. But when you start saying things like that, like calling us the idiots, not saying that he's calling us idiots.
So that's what I like. Basically, I wanted to like sum it up by saying I agree with the artistic choice, but with most artists, especially DPs, they. Like sometimes it's this attitude of like, because I did it, it was right. And I wouldn't say that it's wrong, and I won't even say the artistic choice was bad, but I do think what we're seeing is a case of someone who probably like really believed in a vision, and then a whole bunch of people who couldn't do a single ounce of what he does ever criticizing him and complaining and telling him that he's the idiot. I think what you saw was like someone get real defensive and talk out of his butt. Is what basically, well no, everyone was on the like, what is this?
No, they did.
You're horrible. People attack.
Here was the meme. Here's the meme. Great fight scene.
Oh, it's not working.
Okay, they're like this. Great fight scene. And that's what people put up.
Oh yeah.
Great fight scene. There was a shot off the TV set.
No, I know, but
great fight scene.
Some people, were a lot more jovial with it, but some people, as we know with all the internet, take it too far, and
people have attacked him.
Do you have a right to be pissed if I'm watching your show?
Their experience.
Yeah, if I'm watching your show, do you have a right? You have a right to be pissed. You do have a right to be pissed. As I'm an artist, I do comedy. I decide I want my volume low at a stand-up special because I want people to have to pay attention. I made that choice. People like this, I can't hear them. That's because you don't know how to shut up.
At that point, you've become what is it called, an ASMR comedian.
Right.
And there's an audience for that.
Thank you, because
art is objective.
But not everybody is. So, say that there's an audience for that, but I decided to be loud. It's an ASMR. I come and listen. Man, I know you want me to whisper. What is he doing? Yeah. I made a choice as an artist, so I'm going to piss off some people.
That's his artistic liberty
and I'm
to just go and do it.
I'm going to play the devil's advocate. With full disclosure that I was annoyed at the beginning, but I'll play the devil's advocate because at the same time, in that example, people are coming expecting to hear you. No one has given a crap about the lighting of Game of Thrones.
Right, until this episode.
Because we've never had epic scene.
Ever requested. I prefer it when they shoot it in these dynamics with these color codes.
This is the battle that we all been waiting for.
This was the most important fight.
It's
probably one of the most important.
Here's my question. At the end of it all, with as frustrated as everybody was, with as dark as it was, did they still enjoy it?
Some
did
people,
they still see what happened?
This is
some people said they didn't.
Some people did because they could.
Then I really do. Some people literally said they could not see what happened.
Yeah, they couldn't see it.
They couldn't see it.
If you got an older page, we're lucky. Okay, how about this? Would we be having this conversation? We couldn't fix our TV.
No, we'd be pissed.
We were pissed because we were trying.
That's the thing, because technically we did not see it the way he intended.
No.
We brightened it up.
That's true.
We weren't supposed to do that.
But that's also too because we couldn't figure out how to change the TV from overcompensate, because our TV's been doing that every episode of Game of Thrones.
It has.
Yeah,
so that wasn't even an episode
dark,
3 lighting thing. That's just what our TV's been doing.
And then with that, because they were doing the comparisons of like what it actually looked like, would have looked like on a regular TV, and then people brightening it up themselves. And even with that, I was like, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
We were no. We're lucky.
Personally, I feel
yeah.
like he just pulled a Steve Jobs on us. He was like, "This is what it is.
Right.
If you don't like it, I changed the iPhone jack. You either get the new cables or you don't listen to anything."
I hear what you're saying.
That's basically what
I have
happened.
a job. I have a job as an
That's what
artist.
happened.
I have a job as an artist. Also serve my audience. I have a job as an artist.
Yeah.
We've been loyal fans. We waited over a year. We waited for the 82 minutes. We waited. People, Game of Thrones people will wait. We forgive and we wait. You kill people we love and we wait and we wait. You gave us the fight scene. First, let me say this, man. Fabian, you gave us the fight scene in life. You gave us some. What you did. What you do. I felt we was there when
the
you
amount
shot
of time
it.
they shot
when you
it.
shot it, man. It's would you. The only time was there were only like 4 or 5 moments that were very important. I couldn't see what was going on. So when we brightened it up, I could see Jamie. I could see her, my girl dancing, the giant.
Yeah.
I could see them doing the thing. We always say, if you can't see something, hear something,
So
it's almost an irritant.
So, okay, but then can it go further, like, then within editing? And maybe I'm speaking out of ignorance here, but could they in editing have said, like, this is way too dark?
The producers, HBO could have said, HBO could have
Like,
said.
how many people saw this before we did?
But here's
And they did. They said.
But the
here's
DP's
thing,
in charge saying,
there were
don't touch it.
There were probably people who all expressed their opinions, but at the end of the day, that's where the creative choice. So from the way it sounds to him, he was probably one of the people who had the creative choice.
Like, no.
This is how I shot it. This is how I want to keep it.
And that's how it's
And
gonna
that's
be.
his right. And you got to take both sides. So on the one side where things were really, really dark, there were also moments he gave us that were literally amazing. Where you just had the
when they were
silhouettes
going
against
to-
the fire in the background.
Exactly.
That
and
was-
which you don't get if he creates
Exactly.
if he
You don't
shoots
like
it.
that
I'm
same
like this.
feeling.
I just feel sorry for people who couldn't brighten up like I did. I was able to see more.
Yeah.
I was able to see more
It
and
was
enjoy it. But I also like when it was dark, you did do it. Even with ours brightened, we still could enjoy the darkness because it was still so dark. It didn't go like, oh, it just lit like a day shot. No, it was still a night shot.
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
the key Royce knows when you light, like day for a little light, when you get those little lights in the car, I hate when I watch shows now and guess I'm going real natural light. I said, then we're going to shoot all natural movies and don't comb people's hair in the morning. Don't brush your teeth first. And we're going to come. Let's do this. I'm hearing this. What's the choice of natural? Okay, so my thing, I do for my
Some
audience.
things you just can't get back.
Oh,
We
no,
all
he could have
have
done.
hygiene now.
Oh, no, all right.
We can't reverse that.
What he could have done was just. I mean, the only thing I say should have done different. Not even change the shot. Don't tell people you need to be smarter.
Yeah,
about
that was-
what
No, and
you
I
teach.
and
should've
that
said
part,
nothing.
yeah,
No.
that
You
part I
should've said
disagree
nothing.
with. I think he,
Yeah.
like I said, I think he got defensive and talked out of his
Little
butt
butt.
as not excusing it, but every single one of us as an artist has done when we feel we've done something really epic, and then someone's
I don't care. It's great.
actually, and you're like, well, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You just
Well,
don't
what do
get
comics
it.
say? Over your head. You
Right,
know,
like,
if you're more well read, I'm
That's
like.
probably the best example I could get. Being
Yeah.
at a comedy show
Yeah.
and a comic gets really mad that we're not getting his jokes. And then he
Exactly.
starts attacking us
Yes.
and letting us know how we're all the dummies.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like
Just don't do an audience next time. You don't have to worry about
You're
that.
right. Because like you said, like this was because you pointed out this was the battle we've all been waiting for.
Right.
So just like we've been waiting for it, I guarantee you, not just him, but everybody involved in
Right.
shooting.
'Cause they
that,
wanna
from
see
the
it too.
producers, directors,
Yeah.
writers.
Right.
This was all something where like we need to make this something special and something unique, and that's something he pointed out. Like he was like, why?
It's different.
Why would I
Yeah.
just do this the way I would any other battle? Because this isn't any
And
other
I
battle.
get
The
that.
final, like
I
not the
understand
final one
both
with
sides. I
Cersei.
think
All
like
I
not
wanna
being
know-
a DP, but I feel like just being someone who has had their own like artistic vision for
He's a-
themselves.
he's a
I
great
can-
DP.
Yeah, he's great.
I understand the side of like this is special, and
Yeah.
I want to do something that makes it stand out and that makes it special, and then that shows my artistic vision.
Right.
But then I also, being a consumer, understand the side of like, yeah, that's all good, but like,
All I want to know is
just like one
when,
level, one level up.
when he watched it at home, did he turn his TV up?
This is true. What if he was even
I want to be told his family heads up. He might wanna
He
break
probably
So he
had the
probably
right
told them
kind
ahead
of
of
TV
time.
for it.
And that's
Yeah,
another
I
point
wondered,
too.
I
Like people
wondered.
were pointing out, like it's also different when they're probably editing this and
Yeah.
they got the best gear, the best
Yeah,
so you
can't
calibrated
see it.
screens for all this stuff, and like
That's
we
true.
don't have that. So you do have to take account to the fact that this show is being watched by so many different people on so many different devices.
Cell
and
phones
you shouldn't shun the people who are watching on their phones and their iPads because for most people, that's all they have to watch the
Yep.
show.
Yeah, people don't even buy TVs anymore.
Yeah, so it's like you can't count them
Everybody
out.
doesn't have the newer TVs. Everybody doesn't have new stuff. And I don't think he was even shunning them. Sometimes I think you do. I think sometimes maybe do in this business, we do forget. There are people who, someone just went digital, they hung on so long, they still get the old sets, and they wait for that set to die before they buy a new one.
Yeah.
You can always, now everybody knows this, you can always go back and brighten it up now.
Which is
but when
why-
you were in the experience of it, when you were like we almost lost real time because we said, look, man, we got to fix this.
Right.
Gotta go on demand right
No,
now.
we're lucky. We didn't go further.
And that's why I said he just did the DP version of what Steve Jobs did to us and continues
just deal
even
with
with
it.
his legacy to do to us. He's like, I really don't care if you're ready for this. I don't care if anything
Is this
in your
irritating
life
to-
fits for
is this irritating to everybody?
This is what we're doing.
Those who are watching, is this irritating?
This is what we're doing.
Cover your face with your towel. This was this
That's what it felt like the Jesus cloth, the shroud.
This was his Steve Jobs moment where Steve Jobs was like, "You're holding it wrong." During the antenna
Yeah.
gate of the iPhone.
Yeah.
You're holding it wrong.
That's why. Move your hand.
That's
Bring
why.
up the antenna. Duh. It's your pinky getting in the way.
He said this, it was physically exhausting. They say don't work with animals or kids. Well, we had everything times 100. That's true.
That's true.
You said they were comparing this the Battle of Winterfell to battle scenes from Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings. They shouldn't have done that.
No.
You should not do that. It was two different things, which was also at night, but lit more brightly. He said to set start, Jackson had the advantage of that. Despite heavy use of special effects, most of the combatants, human and orc, was still played by people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
long
with
night.
visual effects,
Yes,
the
sir.
brighter
CGI
something is, the more
creatures,
fake it's
yeah.
going to look.
So it was
Right.
in because it's probably another thing too. They shot it for 11 weeks.
Yes.
11 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
15 million. 750 people. I
Yeah.
mean that's probably like,
So-
look, man, we tired. Just we ain't turning on
Barrack
no
is the
lights.
one with that patch. That
Barrack.
was cool.
See,
Yeah.
that's how I would have been.
That there with
There we
the
go.
sword in the you can't beat. I love that. What you did there.
That's
was a
what I'm
great
saying.
shot.
I
Like,
love that. I love that.
They're
See, like
elaborating.
that shot right there, go ahead,
Yes.
Royce. But I think
Yes.
that
Yeah,
that
show
right
the
there
camera.
is a
Show the
moment
camera, guys.
that
Yes.
makes me go like, I'm glad he made that artistic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that was probably lit just by that fire.
Right.
And
But
back
we
there.
still-
Discussed that too. I
but
think
we still
during
see
it, we
his
were discussing
face.
that.
Yeah.
We still see his face.
Exactly.
Because
If
of
I'm
the
Barrack, I'm
fact-
keeping that. I'm framing
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. So you
That's a dope
gotta
picture.
take both. I mean,
And this
on
is
one
right.
end, they shouldn't be calling him an idiot because he is a genius.
And he's
at what
not
he
an
does.
idiot. Not even nowhere
And
near.
he also shouldn't call us idiots because
Guys,
oh,
let's be clear.
everybody
no
cool.
one's an idiot.
Okay,
nobody's an idiot.
Everybody love everybody.
I thought the darkness added to the chaos. True.
which is true.
And this orientation
It was
of these
chaotic.
characters who are
Yeah.
fighting in the dark and don't know what's coming next. They don't even know what they may be facing. If they're bringing next to them is a friend of enemy. He said, I wanted the confusion.
'Cause-
He said, I want a sense of confusion and fighting blind. It's like stabbing in the dark. I
Because
got
in
that.
real life, that's how the
That's
fight would have
how it
been.
is.
Yeah. He's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So for me, I took it as everything I couldn't see was at that moment what they couldn't see.
Exactly.
So and to me, that just like, for me at least, that made me feel immersed even
Yes.
more. Like for
Yeah.
instance, that scene in the library where Arya turned and like
Yes.
turned out she stabbed
Yeah.
a White
Yeah.
Walker.
Yeah.
But it could have been her sister.
It could have been.
Like,
Yep.
and that, like
You had
that's
no
the
idea.
chaos of
Roll up
what
on
was
Arya.
happening.
You know
Here
the
it
rules.
is. Here's where we got in trouble. A lot of problems that he said, a lot of people don't know how to tune their TVs properly. Nobody has a calibrator. Not many.
Nobody
only
tunes
nerds.
their TVs.
Only nerds.
Nobody's
only
tuning
super
their
nerds.
I was about to say, I YouTube how to
He said,
do it.
he said a
but
lot
I
of
was
people
like-
also, unfortunately, watch it on small iPads. Unfortunate. That's to call you unfortunate.
Yeah.
These
Which
poor
in
people.
no way can do justice to a show like this anyway.
Yeah, that's
I- okay,
that's
well,
the artist.
he
I
said-
don't.
speaking.
Okay,
So
I don't
if you
think
watch-
he's saying.
yeah.
I don't think he's saying you're unfortunate because you're watching it on an iPad. Because I'll even admit there is a different experience if I watch something. If I watch a
Yeah.
movie on my iPad versus if I watch it on my TV
Yeah.
versus if I come here and watch it on your TV. There's
Yeah.
varying levels
Yes.
of the experience, and so I think. I don't think in that particular sentence he's saying like you unfortunate ones who are watching
Well,
it
no,
on
and I'm
your
saying
iPad.
no.
I think he's just saying like to confine
Get the
something
full
as epic of that
experience.
to like
He
to
said-
a 8-inch screen.
But what he says,
is,
which in no way can do
or
justice.
however many inches
So
it
you're
is.
saying we shouldn't? What if that's what they watch it on? So you
like,
got to be
well,
thinking when you
yeah,
watch
yeah.
it. If you watch a night scene in a brightly lit room, then that won't help you see the image properly. He also said that the lighting was
turned out
different in
all
the
the
long
lights.
night compared to something like Battle of the Bastards, which Wagner also lit because showrunners David and Dan wanted to look distinctive. No look would have been wrong. Everything we wanted the people to see is there. Everything we wanted people to see is there. He says, our scene has always been very dark and very cinematic. We tried to give the viewers and fans a cool episode to watch. I know it was too dark because I shot it.
Yeah.
I know I was in dark because
Well,
I
and
bet
here's,
you.
but again, I will say, like, if all you had is an iPhone or iPad to watch
Yeah.
it on, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But at least for me, I know if I pull up Netflix on my phone right now and I go to watch a movie, I know I don't expect to watch with the same quality.
No.
As I would if I was watching on a TV or like, and then bigger screens.
Yeah.
Like, I just know that.
But the funny part is, we weren't watching on the iPad. See,
Yeah,
you're talking
it was
about
still
iPad.
super dark on
Here's the
TV.
best thing. This is what
No, but
he
people
said.
were complaining
Yeah.
because they watched it on
Yeah.
phones. And
He
iPads.
said, if you basically this is what my man saying, the guy that did the article. If you watched the episode and you saw everything you were supposed to see, awesome. If you had trouble, our sympathies. That's the Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
If you didn't see it, my bad.
But I think we
Yeah.
saw what we were supposed to see. Everything that we're frustrated with not seeing wasn't meant to be. I think, like he said, it was
think
that
the-
feeling of.
We don't know because we
blind.
fixed it.
Yeah, I'm about to say
That's
we're
the
good.
thing.
Yeah, we
Well, no,
fixed
so I'm
it.
saying we probably saw things.
Well, the most
we
important-
weren't supposed to see.
Yeah, well,
That's what I'm
here's the thing.
saying.
The most important thing that no one is thinking about: where's Ghost? Where
No, you know what
is
You know what Ghost is, right?
Right.
You
You didn't watch the preview for scene 4? He's standing right next to
He's there.
Oh, is he? Okay,
still
I was
alive.
out. That
But-
Yeah.
They were like,
His
look, we
journey-
don't
it's
have
cool.
enough
Everyone
money.
died. It's cool. I was
We
like,
don't have
hey,
enough money in the budget for this
where's-
wolf and
right.
all the dragons.
Exactly.
because he left. He was at the front
He was.
lines.
But
Ghost
Ghost was like this.
gone.
But Ghost was like this. I'm back.
I'm back.
He's
I
an
think-
animal.
Ghost
I
went with the
think
Dark
to-
Knights. He's like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, ooh, I'm gonna go this way.
Right.
Basically, to sum it all up, artistic opinions aside, at the end of the day, did you see Arya kill
Thank
the
you.
Night King?
That's all that
That's
matters.
all that
Because
matters.
unless your TV was so dark,
Right.
you didn't see that, I understand.
Yeah.
If you
Yes.
saw
If you saw-
Arya defeat the Night King and the White Walkers, you saw all you
The
needed.
moments that were
You saw-
strange weren't the main battle moments. The moment that was strange is like some peripheral stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's still remember, this is what it is. And he's a DP, and he understands. It's irritating to the eye. If it's irritating to the eye, it irritates it
you wanna know
irritates
what's going on.
the experience. If we're seeing a movie and something's going wrong, it irritates. We have 5 senses. If anything jumps out, we're watching. If anything jumps out, like what's that
Yeah.
frequency?
But then I
Can't
think it
enjoy
also
Yeah.
just goes, at the end of the day, everyone's different. So where it started out frustrating for me, but then I was able to, once we did whatever we did, I was able to fully enjoy it with no problem. For someone else, it could have just completely taken them out of the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because, like, and that's also what happens with anything artistic. Like
Most
for-
people just saying it was too dark. It was
Yeah.
too dark. And then when he fired back, if he never fired, he said, "Hey
He
man,
should've
Yeah.
I made a choice."
I don't like
With
how
that-
If he hadn't fired back, I think they would have been all right.
But with that fire back, I actually just like to take this moment and point out how often is it that the DP gets
Not even
yelled
the
at?
director.
Right.
It's
Thank
usually
you.
the director.
Not even
Yeah.
the director.
Who
That's what,
shot
and that was
this?
my point of, like, guys, he's not the only one making
He was-
creative decisions
he was
about this
probably-
episode.
No, it is.
Not about the episode,
Royce will tell
no.
you, when you're on a big
that's
money
where-
movie, DP is in that kind of movie. The DP,
You run it.
you
I
don't
understand that,
touch
but
it.
there's many factors involved. There's executives. There's a
Exactly.
network.
No,
There's
those, the
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah.
the execs, they probably sat there on the screen like this. Look down to you. And then they
know,
just,
they're
but
probably-
remember, he's been successful. He shut
about to
out
say,
the
he's
battle.
been doing
so
it
they're
for
like
so
this,
long.
and we did
You're not
this.
gonna question
But that's
it.
my artistic choice.
Guys,
So like
I
this.
just think
Do we
this-
want to
I
piss
think
him
what
off?
this is it just speaks to the world we live in now, where before, if you went and saw a movie and there was something about it you didn't like, whether how it was shot, how it sounded, how it was written, you just had to go home and talk to your family about it.
Right.
Now you can go on the internet and
anywhere,
everyone has
just
an opinion
complain.
about everybody's artistic
But
choices.
you know what, though?
So they can clap at him, but don't you
Exactly.
dare clap back at
no,
us.
But no, you shouldn't clap back. Dude, it's like the worst thing I can do
Yeah.
is entertain is clap back.
Yeah.
You know, if you clap back, if somebody says
Then
something
it's the
funny,
thing.
I can't clap back at that. But if somebody goes at something, I can say, I can explain why I did this. But he clapped back like I said, oh.
Like I said, I
Yeah.
don't agree with his clapback, but I think it's like that catch-22 of nowadays where we're living in a time where social media has given everyone the power of free speech, but they still don't want that to apply to the powers that be.
Well, I'm
if
like
you
this.
will.
I think he should have heard that. I'm glad people. I still believe this.
That's fine.
I'm glad. Look, we survived. First of all, it's just damn TV and movies. We love them.
Here's my thing.
The episode was
Yeah.
That's what
phenomenal.
I'm saying.
Shout
At
out
the
to
end of the day,
Arya
the
Starr.
episode was great. And does anyone have so much of a gripe about
Right.
it that they are boycotting and not
No,
watching?
all I know is this:
Exactly.
our house was in turmoil until we fixed it, and that's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
And I admitted that.
we saw
I admitted that.
Our house was in turmoil.
we was
We were in
That is
turmoil until we
fully
fixed it,
admitted.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Figured it out. It's
Yeah, we
okay.
figured it out. So I'm like this. It's
a good start
I
point.
think. look, everybody was going. People were like, oh, it's dark, but people were still watching it. They were being funny.
Yeah.
People say, I can't see it. You know what happens?
Well, the ones who are being funny. We're not talking about the ones who are being
even
funny.
the ones who are mad, what are they gonna say? I can't see. It would have rolled. It would have rolled over because he made a choice.
No, he was talking to the people who got crazy.
No, but it didn't matter. The crazy ones are the ones like the Trumps. The crazy ones are when you got very, like the Trumpers.
I know.
That's the ones you're gonna be like this. If I clap back at this,
they gonna keep going.
This doesn't fix.
To sum it all up, it was a great episode.
Yes.
It's a phenomenal episode. I love it.
People didn't see a lot of stuff, but he said, everything that was supposed to be seen.
Yeah.
You saw.
And as long as Ghost is alive, we're good.
Can I say this? Can I say this? You need to get yourself a Samsung Q95.
Actually,
series.
don't. Not for this episode.
Yeah.
You need a Samsung.
Unless you know how to calibrate it.
I had to take
Shout out to Samsung.
I had to take the dynamic range off. I started watching games. I was seeing guys' eyebrows. I was seeing the eyelids.
So what you're saying, Sinbad, is the Samsung is too good.
Samsung is almost too good. That screen in that Samsung with the new ambient mode.
Wow. What kind of TV is that again?
A
Right
Samsung.
below here.
Wow.
No, we're not doing this again.
We will put the
We're not
style of the TV right here.
Guys, we gotta move on then.
This is the picture of the Samsung.
This is so much Game of
I'm
Thrones.
gonna put this out there, man.
Okay, let's move on.
For my people.
We gotta move on.
If we ever have another night fight scene for $15, y'all can come to my house and we're gonna watch it.
No, so here's what you do
We
now that we
gotta
have
move on.
technology.
It's been an hour.
You put it on your phone and then you just go. We'll just Periscope it. It's funny. Just Periscope it.
I do want to say though, I do want to say to sum it all up, every DP and lighting guy in the world right now has to be so happy because no one in life, no regular person has ever sat and had such in-depth conversations about the lighting and creative choices of the director of photography.
Who's the DP?
That's what I'm saying. People don't even know what a DP was.
Exactly. Now everybody knows it. But
from one great Stark to another.
So let's talk about Endgame. It was a great
it's almost
movie.
anticlimactic.
Thank you guys for listening. Blerd Empire. Goodbye.